Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Discoveries from the Depths contract in Kanab Creek. For this contract we're going to be using the Zero truck, as well as I brought with me a set of anchors for emergency purposes. So, to start off with this one, we're going to be departing from the Southern Field Operations Base, and we got to make our way to 3 points along the water to scan for fossils. So we're going to go ahead and make our way through this canyon to start off with. If you don't have this rock clearing, it is 75 parts. So we're going to go ahead and make our way through that. And we're going to continue along our way. And we're going to stay to the outer edge to go around this mud pit. Once we made it past the mud pit, we're going to go ahead and make our way up this little climb here. And then we're going to go ahead and make our way up this next climb as well. Once we made it up here, we're going to go across this rock clearing. If you don't have this one cleared as well, it is another 75 spare parts. And we're going to go ahead and make our way down the path over here and across this bridge. That bridge is another 75 parts as well if you haven't built that bridge yet. Once we made it across the bridge, we're going to make our way up over here, past these trees, and we're going to go right in between these rock formations here. Once we made it over here, we're going to go in between these two rocks here for a little bit. And then we're going to climb on up out. And from here, we're going to go ahead and make our way over to the riverbed. Go right in between these rocks here. And from here, we're going to go ahead and drive right on over to this central island. Once we get to the island, we're going to go across over to the other side of the river. Once we made it to the river, we're going to go to our Echo Sounder location. And this one, we're just looking for the fish. So nothing here except fish. Continue to search. What's nice about that one is there was only one fish that you actually need to track. So once you get that fish tracked, you can move on to the next location. So from here, we're going to go on back across the river. Once we make it up the river, we're going to go ahead and cross over these rocks here. And from here, we're going to go down to this lower section in between these rock formations. And then we're going to go right past all these trees and make our way down to the lower level here. Once we get down to the lower level, we're going to go down one more level here. And then we're going to follow this path right in between these rocks here. And then we're going to go ahead and make our way over to this river. And go ahead and go across the river. Once we made it across the river, we're going to go ahead and climb on up the ledge here. And once we get to the upper ledge here, we're going to go ahead and follow the path, which is going to take us right down to the riverbed again, where we'll be able to do our second scam point. Once we get down here, we're going to go to the left of this tree. It's going to get us down here. And we're going to be able to scan for fossils. So what we're looking for is a fossil right there. And one right here. Fossils were able to survive here. The team will note their location and retrieve them in the near future. Alright, with those fossils retrieved, it's time to back on out of here. And we're going to go back up this ridge, down the path, and back across the river. Once we made it down here, we're going to go make our way down the cliff. And then we're going to go ahead and make our way across the river. Once we made it across the river, we're going to head on up the left side here. Go ahead and make our way across these cracks in the ground. It's going to get us over to this path that we'll be able to follow. And we're going to follow that right in between these rocks. Once we get through the rocks, we're going to go on over to the right side here. Going to get us up over this climb here in between the two cliffs. And we're going to go ahead and make our way down, and we're going to follow this shelf here. Down and up. And we're going to go right over these rocks here. And that's going to allow us to drive right between these trees to our third Echo Sounder location. And this one we're looking for, there's a fossil right here. And one right over here. Fossils of nautiluses are visible at the bottom, but they are in very poor condition. Best not to disturb them. And there you go. That is Discoveries from the Depths completed. Hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.